Hello again, hope everyone is doing well. Today is a collection update video for the start of 2024. It's been about a year since I did my last one, so I figured it's about time. And although I haven't done any videos pretty much for the whole year, I have been buying pretty heavily in 2023. I was buying pretty heavily in 2023. It was my biggest buying year so far. So I'm really looking forward to showing off what I bought and the prices and the stories behind them. So let's get straight into it. I'll do the commentary along the way. The first card is the Dustin Martin DPS. Finally got this late last year. Paid $765, so I think that's a good price. It went up to over $1,000 in 2021, I think. The highest being about $1,250. So it's definitely come down with Richmond coming back to earth with their form, and also Dusty being overtaken a bit in hype by someone like Nick Dacos. But Dusty himself, he had a great season last year. I think he was pretty unlucky to miss out on All-Australian. This is a super clean copy thanks to Legends and Superstars on Instagram. He has an amazing collection. He actually sold me this because he had a double. That's how good his collection is, so I'd recommend checking that one out. But this is a real grail card for me, and I'm so happy to have it. Next one, this is a new one as well, the Petrarca Red. This is out of 200. From 2014 Future Force. This is a card which I just really wanted to have a piece of Petrarca. I think he's a top 5 player of this current generation at the moment, and he seems to be becoming really consistent and playing well every year. So I'm happy to have this card. And I think I paid just over 100 for that Petrarca, maybe like 120, 130. This one, I've had it for a while, the Buddy die cut Platinum. Great card, numbered out of 130. These have really shot up in value along with his DPS. His DPS is now routinely selling for about $400, I think. The last one might have gone for a bit less because it had a terrible signature staining or scratching. But yeah, this is my favorite of Buddy's rookie cards. But you've seen that one before, so I'll scoot past it. These are the ones you've seen before. Gary Ablett, Select Scanlon's rookie year 2003. Jumper numbered 29 out of 60. Great card. Joel Selwood, retired now, so as usual, people get a bit forgotten once they retire, but beautiful card, out of 400. And the Hodge, this is the same year as the Judd, gold out of 225. Great card, a bit scratched the signature, unfortunately, but still a great copy. And I have noticed this one popping up a bit more often online, so I wouldn't be surprised if I end up picking up a double. But these cards, at the moment, these are all single cards. I don't have doubles of any of these. And most of them, that's just because they're super rare. But cards like this, the Sam Mitchell, who's now in the Hall of Fame, it's just, Sam Mitchell was a top player, but I only like to get doubles and triples of the real top players, because those are the ones I think are going to hold their value the most easily. Lachie Neale, now a dual Brownlow medalist, which is pretty unbelievable. I don't think his cards will reflect the price of a usual dual Brownlow medalist, because someone like Bontempelli was definitely more deserving last year, but you can't deny that he has been a top player in the game for a long time now, and he'll go down as history as a dual Brownlow medalist. There's no denying it. So this rookie card out of 50 holds a bit more value now, I think. I bought this for $100 a couple years ago. Jack Riewoldt in the same vote as Selwood, retired now. Sean Burgoyne. Travis Boak, DPS. These are all rookie cards, obviously. If you haven't seen the channel before, that's pretty much all I collect. And the glass. It doesn't really seem to fit in as well. And these black specks are from, you might see in the thumbnail, but from the card case I've got. It uses some foam, and the sticky part tends to pick up the black specks, but it doesn't damage the cards at all. So let's now get into the duplicate cards I have. These are the ones I'm probably most excited to show, because it's the ones I've done the most work on in 2023. So the first one is Nick Riewoldt. I've now got 6 of these cards. numbered out as 770, so I still don't have 1% of the population. But this is the kind of card, as soon as it pops up for 100 or 120 bucks, I just buy it. No questions asked. It does sell for a bit more sometimes, but I don't really want to spend too much more than, say, 130 would be my absolute max. But I really believe in this card. I think it's a super solid one to keep purchasing for the future, one that's always going to be in demand, especially at that price point. Price point's the most important thing. It's just so reasonably priced. And I know it was going for cheaper, even cheaper before. The first one I bought was for 80 bucks. But still, I think it's such a reasonable price point to get in at. So those are the 6 Nick Revolts. This one is the one I'm most excited about. I bought 4 of these this year for an average of just under $300, I think, or around $300. This is the Judd Gold Rookie out of 225. I said in my old videos I'm going to try and pick more of these up because I think it's the best price card. The Nick Revolt, for example, is super steady, but I think the Judd has room to move. I don't say that very often with cards. I really try not to speculate too hard and hype cards up too much, but this at $300 and the Dusty that I bought at $760, and this is numbered to half the Dusty, and in my eyes Judd was as good or better, probably a better player than Dusty. So yeah, it just seems like such a good deal at $300, and I'm gonna keep buying. And these are all really nice copies. I did get a question the other day on my other video whether I put the cards in sleeves within these, and the answer is no, I don't, unless it's a die cut card. The die cuts, for example, see if I can grab the Franklin, but the die cuts you need a sleeve, otherwise they're just gonna bumble around a lot in there and hit all the edges, which you don't want, damage the card. So you can see that I've cut a sleeve so that I can slip it in there so that it doesn't move at all, keeps it secure. And the last real bulk card I have is the Matthew Pavlich. I always compare this a lot to the Nick Revolt. It's extremely similar in the way I think about it, similar price and a similar time period and player. So I've got 5 of these now, I think, maybe 4. This one's out of 800. His only rookie card. And yeah, we've got 5 copies of this now. I'll show the back of one. And none of these cards I've shown so far are specially numbered, except for the Gary Ablett jumper number. Next, this one is a bit less bulky because it's split into the gold and the platinum. So the gold's out of 400. It's the Dangerfield DPS. Got 2 of the golds. And this is a card I haven't picked up in a while. I wouldn't pick it up unless it comes across super cheap. I think my average cost base for these are about $70. So that's a good price, but even at $70, I'd rather buy something else. Something more like this. I'd rather spend the extra couple hundred or few $100s and get the best card rather than getting the second best. So this is the platinum out of 100. This is the jumper number one, which I've had for a long time now. Price of this has gone up a bit. Dangerfield's still playing great. About round 10 last season, he was probably in the All-Australian team, which is crazy to think, but he really was carrying Geelong on his back. And you could see when he got injured, Geelong couldn't handle it. So, great player, definitely on the decline, but still captain of his club and playing good footy. So I've got 3 of the platinums. I think this is my highest percentage of a card I own. I own 3% of the population of the Dangerfield Platinums. And then the last of my higher end rookie cards are the 5s. This one is a super interesting one because I actually had this card as number 1 in my all-time rookie card list when I first did that list in 2021, I think, or 2020. And clearly now that's not the case. His back end of his career hasn't held up. It doesn't deny him the fact that he's a dual Brownlow medalist and he's an all-time great still, but his career has lost a bit of shine in the last few years, I have to say. Still, with saying that, I pay $200 each for these cards. It's his only rookie card. It's out of 200 copies. I think this is a super safe investment, but it is an interesting and important case study into how players, even at Fife's level, can lose a bit of shine on their careers very quickly. Okay, so those are all my higher end rookie cards that I have, and I put all those in one-touch holders. That's just the way I do it. And then with the lower end rookie stuff, I tend to get them graded, put them in holders, because something like this, it isn't numbered. I think there's around 1,000 of these made, but yeah, I just don't think it holds a huge amount of specialness if it's just in a top loader or in a one-touch. It needs that just slightly added bit of rarity. But none of these are super high grade. I haven't done too well in grading. I don't think I'm very good at it, but I'm gonna show you them anyway. So we've got the Cochin, got the Goods. I think in my last collection video, I was just about to send all these off. And I think my expectations were pretty much met across the board. Like something like this, I wasn't expecting a 10, a 9's very good. The Dangerfield rookie in a 9. I had this one graded before. Hearn rookie. Petrarca. Got this one with his signature now. The only one left from his rookie release is the green out of 40. Dane Swan base rookie. This is a cool one. Obviously would have hoped for a 10. I don't think it doesn't hold too much value in a 9.5, but it's just more for my collection, these ones. Same with the Jono Brown base rookie. Now this one I was super excited about. This is Tom Hawkins rookie, a little known card, and I got a 10 in it. I'm almost sure this will be a pop one in the world. And I think Tom Hawkins flies under the radar a lot, but even this year kicked another 40 plus goals, I think, which is unbelievable at his age, what he's been able to do the last 5 years. And after this season, he should be at about 12th or 11th on the all-time goal kicking list, I think. So a card like this, I'm super happy to have. And he doesn't have any other rookie cards, so this is the best Tom Hawkins rookie card in existence at the moment. Got the Cyril 8. Like I said, I didn't do too good a job grading. I'm just not that picky, to be honest. I just wanted these cards in holders. This got an 8 as well, which I don't know how, because you might be able to see the scratching there. So maybe because this one's a sticker, they grade it real easy, but definitely was surprising. This is Jeremy Cameron's best rookie card, although it's not super rare. It's good to have. Jeremy Cameron's going to be an all-time great. Probably already is. This is his with the sticker peeled off. Got an 8.5. It's another Danger. Eddie Betts die cut. This is rookie release. He also has a base card in this release, but I prefer the die cut. Cripps. Finally got this one graded. Had it for a long time. Pretty stinky condition, but got an 8.5. And then this one I was actually pretty disappointed with. This and the Hawkins I had high hopes for. I think I said in my last video I thought they were both going to get 10s. This to get an 8.5, I have no idea. Maybe I just missed something, but I was even thinking of cracking this out, and I still might. If I ever send another batch into CGA, I'll probably crack this one out, because I think it is better than 8.5. Really nice looking card. And then finally, got my first PSA card. This was sold to me by Butters, so shout out Butters. He gave me a really good deal for this and a few other cards, which I'm going to show in a minute. But yeah, PSA 10 Sam Walsh. This is the Rainbow Parallel from 2017 Future Force. Not super rare. I think it has about 1,000 to 1,500 copies. But in a PSA 10, it's really nice to have. And it's my first piece of Sam Walsh as well, which is nice. I don't have any of his other rookie cards because they were always so richly priced. Okay, so next I've got my Dustin Martin and Gary Ablett graded stuff. This is the rookie die cut parallel. Super hard to grade because it has a lot of whitening on the back. But nice card. Population of about 1,000 raw. And I've got 3 of those. 2 7.5s and 1 8. So I'll be keeping the 8. 7.5s I'll probably sell down the line, but I really do like the card and I'm not scared of holding on to it. I don't think it's going to lose a ton of value, and I got in really cheap on those ones. This one is the draft rookie. So now with the DPS I've got, just get it in frame, but I've got the DPS, draft rookie, Guernsey die cut, and the base as well. So all I've got left from his rookie year is the platinum die cut, like the 5. And I would have loved for this to get a 10. I thought it was in great condition. There was definitely a chance to match this one, but still a 9's not too bad on this kind of card. And then I've shown this a ton of times. The 10, I think the last 10 sold for about $80 to $90. So it's gone down, but it hasn't gone down as much as a lot of the modern cards. I still believe in this. I actually will probably start picking them up for that price if they stay around there and go any lower. And then next, I've got a ton of 9s still. This is from when I did the experiment. We're trying to buy these and sell these. I'm actually up on that. I finally got up on that experiment. I think I'm up like $300 and I've got all these left. So it did work really well. Obviously they're not flying off the shelves, and because I'm in America, I can only sell them when I visit back in Australia. So it's a bit difficult that way, but it was a success overall. And I think they have legs long term as well. I don't think it's a complete pump and dump. Okay, next we've got the Gary Ablets. This one got a 7.5. This was in the last batch. I think I popped this in. You see it's got the snowing on there. I think I popped it in because I wanted to get to the next value band, but that was a shocker. And then 9, and then I got a ton of 9.5s on this card. So that's Gary Ablett's base rookie. If you don't know, it's the only rookie year card he has except for the select Scanlons I showed earlier. And I got a ton. I've got even more copies of this one. Mostly 9s and 9.5s. Mostly 9.5s. Oh no, there's a fair few 9s. And I do think once having the PSA one in hand, the CGA one is thicker, feels more like solid. There's not a huge amount of difference in the look. I don't think one looks a ton better than the other. So I think for these kind of cards, I'm going to stick with CGA. Hopefully they get their pop report going soon, and I'll be able to see how rare some of these cards I have actually are. And then the final lot of cards I have are the loose cards. These haven't been graded or put in a one touch for one reason or another. Usually the numbered ones, which are non-sig cards, I don't really know how to store them best, because they're special enough not to need to be graded in my opinion, but they don't deserve a one touch, so I just keep them in top loaders for the most part. These are the ones Butters sold me. He sold me 2 Clarys and a Kerno. So I was big into buying the Clayton Oliver drop in the off season because I thought he was underpriced, being such a great player, and the off-field stuff would go away. Now I'm not too sure the off-field stuff will go away, but it'll be interesting to see how these cards track over the next season. And then we've got some more random cards: a Dusty Rising Star, Stephen King. This is the card that came with the Gary Ablett jumper number. This is a random Supremacy Rookie card, if anyone wants to buy that. I'm not really looking to redeem that myself. Ashley Sampi, I got this card with one of the Judds I bought. Got an old Gary Ablett, Ryan Griffin signature. He was a good player in his day. Some more of those Jeremy Cameron rookie year cards. Tom Stewart rookie card. Tom Stewart, I think he's got 5 All-Australians now, same as Bontempelli. So he's one like Hawkins, which really flies under the radar. He is an all-time great defender at the moment, and he could really, if he gets a few more All-Australians, he could be right up there with the best of them. talking, your Matthew Scarletts, your Silvanis, people like that. And these are redemption cards for a few Pavliches. So that's my full single card collection. I also have a sealed collection, which I'm trying to move on, to be honest, because I am in the US now, and the sealed stuff is in Australia, which poses a bit of a storage issue for me and annoys my parents a bit. So I am trying to move that on. But that finishes my video. Hope you enjoyed. Put any comments you want below, any questions, and hope to see you next time. Thanks.